Hey guys, George here. Today I want to be talking to you about the difference between a good commentator and a bad commentator. Now the reason I'm laughing while saying this is because the irony of me doing this as if I am some sort of decent commentator is absolutely through the roof. But the reason I wanted to talk about it is not necessarily with the quality of your voice or the quality of your commentary, but actually what you put in there, if that makes sense. And for instance, this is the biggest fact, and this is literally, I only want to talk about this for like a minute before I go on to what I actually want to say, is that I think a good commentator, and I can't necessarily do this yet, doesn't leave anything outside their commentaries. For instance, I watched a commentary a while back, I said that really weirdly, a while back, where this guy was on about like his biggest rejection with a girl and stuff. I would fucking never, like, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't like bring that out onto the internet. It's this bravery to do it, and that's why. And the video did really, really well, and that's what happens. You know, it's people that don't hold anything back on their commentaries seem to pay off a lot better than people that do, like me. And I kind of get it, but at the same time, I really wouldn't want to put something like that out there. Like, I think that's pretty damn extreme. But I think the reason that the video also did well, and commentators that bring everything out there and bring those embarrassing stories out do well, is because everybody, and this is kind of stupid, but everybody likes to hear other people fail because it makes them feel more normal about their failures. It makes them feel better. Like, if you hear that someone else goes through rejection or someone else goes through tough times as well, then you think, oh, well, it's not just me and the world doesn't seem such a bad place. So I thought, you know, I'm going to start not leaving anything back, and I'm going to start bringing everything to the table and giving myself a huge load of embarrassment with my friends and stuff, but who gives a flying fuck? Let's get into it. So I'm not going to talk about my biggest rejection because I can't remember, and I don't think people are deserving enough of that. So fuck you guys. No, I'm only kidding. I love you. But I do want to talk about just something that was like kind of interesting to me, which was moving on from anything. And this does tie in with rejection as well. I'm kind of like speaking as though that's the main topic, which I suppose it is, even though I'm not relating it to me. But moving on, like, everybody deals with rejection at some point in their life. I will not name names, but I have known 4 people from both male and female. I'm not going to say how many male, how many female out of the 4, but in the past probably like 2 months that are facing rejection, and they're finding it hard to go through. But I will always say the same thing to them, and that's that it isn't the end of the world, especially at our age group, you know, when you're in your teenage years and stuff. It really isn't the end of the world. And I will say the same thing to them, which is, obviously, you don't want to be with someone that doesn't want to be with you. And you can move on with your life. You can lead a happy life. And actually, hang on. If I can keep talking while I can bring this up on my phone right now, I could actually find for you the exact message I sent to a friend recently. But obviously I'm not going to name the names of the friends because if it was someone in SwanGaming, I'd probably name them. But due to being anonymous, I think it's just fair. But I will find it. Hang on. Okay, I think I found it. Alright, here we go. So, here we go. I said, you know, I don't, because this was someone that I didn't feel really needed the speech, so I said I don't really feel right giving you the rejection is a part of life speech. I can't believe I'm reading text messages out on YouTube, but this is not leaving anything back. I'm keeping them completely anonymous. And then, obviously, the response, you know, it hurts, and I was just like, I know it hurts, that's life though, it's going to screw you over. This is do you want to hear yeah. I don't know why I'm asking you can't respond, but this is the exact words I said. Unfortunately, that's life. It's going to screw you over, make you upset, and kick you while you're down. But then occasionally, I'm laughing because it feels weird reading this out. But then occasionally, it's going to give you something amazing, and ultimately, it'll make you feel that all of this was worth it. In the meantime, you just got to get back up and be grateful for what you have at the minute. And the reason I know that and I can say that is because, obviously, like everybody else, I've been through rejection, but I also have, I also have been, this is going to sound really retarded now, I've also been lucky enough to be ill for nearly the whole of the past year, and I've been ill to the point where at certain times I was like finding it really, really difficult, and I was finding life really difficult, and I'm normally a very happy person, things like that, but at certain times it did get me down because this is an illness that I'm stuck with for the rest of my life now, unfortunately. But you learn to move on, and it really, really taught me to, the reason I say I'm grateful for it is because it taught me to be grateful for life and everything else. I'm really grateful now to be in relatively good health, and I'm really grateful to be able to sit in front of my computer and talk to this screen and have some people listen to what I have to say. So what I would say is, if you're ever feeling down because you've gone through rejection or you're being bullied or whatever happens to you, I would honestly say just think about what you have, for a minute. Just think about your possessions, think about your family, your friends, everything like that, and then think about what other people don't have. Like, I think all these people in these third world countries that are barely getting by, they're working all day to provide for their families, and it's honestly, they have barely nothing. They can only just get food and water for their families and things like that, and some people can't even get that. So you realise that your problems, although they do hurt, and I'm not going to take it away from you, I'm not saying that they're pathetic or anything. You've just got to think that there are people out there that are a lot less fortunate than you, and there will always be people. So be grateful for how fortunate you actually are and for what you've got. And honestly, the reason that message I sent to that friend, hopefully the person doesn't watch this because they'll know I'm on about them, but that message I sent to that friend was, it was difficult for them because they're not used to facing rejection. And some people aren't. Some people just do well in life with the other sex and things like that, the other gender. And I'm not going to say what gender this person was, but they do well with the other gender. So I do think that it's important that they need to realise that it happens to everyone, because the first time it's going to happen is always going to be the hardest, I would say. But you just have to move on with life, and you need to decide that that person isn't right for you and move on, and don't let them waste any of your time, because unfortunately they're not thinking about you all this time, so why should you be thinking about them? That's not even. That's not balanced. So anyway, this is just like a short 7-minute commentary or so. If you've enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. If you've got any thoughts on the videos, tell me in the comments below. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We don't really do much on Facebook, but if we get more followers, we will. We actually have some Twitter followers, so we do tweet on there quite well. You can always message us on those. That's probably one of the best ways to get a hold of us at SwanGaming if you want to speak to one of the members or you just want to ask us a question. Obviously, you can also comment as well. But make sure you like the video if you enjoyed. As I said, comment and get a hold of us. Subscribe to SwanGaming for more commentaries, for more GTA and Call of Duty and things like that. And I have been George. Anyway, thank you guys so much for your time and taking the time of your day to watch this video. I hope you all have a great day or night, no matter where you are. And I'll see you all in a future video. Goodbye.